Right, the final task that you have is to access structures on the web. The web is very rich and very full of molecular models, and many of them have been obtained from experimental data from X-ray diffraction, and so they're highly accurate structures, and so it's just a question of how we can get those from the web. In order to do that, we need to know the code of the molecule we're trying to obtain, but we also need to check that Discovery Studio is set up to get them. So just go to the Edit menu and go to Preferences and just look in the Files Explorer to the URL location. And if the URL location for PDB structures says HTTP or HTTPS, if it's default, files.rcsb.org, download @PDB. If it says that at the top, then we're good to go. Otherwise, we can change it to be exactly that, http://files.rcsb.org, download @.pdb. Right, if that is all set to go, then we can go to the File menu and open URL and type in the code. Depending on which day your prac is, depends on the code, but you might need to type in 6VXX as one of the structures you're trying to get down. And just be patient. After that, you'll see it takes a while for it to download, but when it's downloaded, then it will show the molecule in the display window. Just don't be perturbed that it's trying to summarize the atoms in terms of right, in the very final part of a prac, what we're going to do is we're going to try and access models that are available on the web. The models that are available on the web are very rich. There are many available, and we can download the 3D structures quite easy using Discovery Studio Visualizer. So what I want you to do first in this is to just check that your Discovery Studio is set to download from the web. And the way we do it is from the Edit menu, we just check from the Edit the Preferences, and then just go through Files Explorer to the URL location. If you go there and you see that for default PDB structures it has something like files.rcsb.org, download @PDB, then you're all set to go. If it doesn't have anything like that, you need to change that default PDB structures to being that. Once you've done that, you can go apply and OK, and now you're all set to download chemical structures from the web. So we're going to look at some macromolecules from the web, and the way we do that is from the File menu, and you can, from the file, we can open the URL file, open URL, and depending on what day, whether you're Wednesday or Friday, will depend which code you're going to use, but for one of the days I think it's 6VXX is one of the codes that we're going to look. Please give it a moment, because it still needs, you have a look at the bottom left of the window and you'll see that it takes some time to download, so please be patient, but when it's completely downloaded you will be able to see the structure here. Those of you who haven't done biological sciences, just don't be perturbed by the ribbon display of this. This is a macromolecule, it is composed of atoms, and one of your tasks will be to show the atoms of this. So don't forget to copy and paste into your document where appropriate. So the way we can view the atoms in this really large molecule, see if you right click and you have a look at the two menus available. The one menu is for the protein, and I suggest you turn the protein display off and then go back to the atom display, and we can go ball and stick, and that will allow you to view the macromolecule as a molecule where you can zoom in and you can see the individual atoms. I noticed that on this one the hydrogens aren't displayed, so you might, on the chemistry window, you might want to add the hydrogens to it so they are displayed nicely, and then you can see the full molecule as it should be.